I'm Alex Jacobin, EDN 310 at the University of South Alabama, and I'm going to show you some basics of the smartboard. So we've already turned it on, and it's this bright green power button right here. It just takes a little while to warm up, so we went ahead and warmed it up for us so we can go ahead and get started. So to turn on your smartboard, again, the power button. Next, we're going to calibrate our smartboard, which what you're going to do is there's two buttons right here in front of the eraser. You're going to press those down at the same time, and we're going to calibrate by pressing each button from left to right. There's 9 total, and now we've officially calibrated our smartboard. Next, we're going to go to Smart Notebook, which we already have it pulled up down here because it also takes a while to load, and you can either find it at the bottom of your screen or on this side tab, and it's the blue with the white notebook and a pencil. So we've already minimized it, so we're going to pull it up, and it's going to bring up a new page. So what we're going to do first is use text. So we're going to go ahead and have our clicker. You can press the keyboard, which is the left button in the middle. We're going to drag out a box. It's not really going to show up for a second, but this is where we want the text to show up. So we've got hey. You can make it as big as you want, as small as you want, whatever you want to do. Another option to do text is just to write with one of the pens. Very touchy, so be careful. If you want to get rid of it, we're going to highlight it on the clicker. Both of those, so it highlights both text, and we're going to delete with the red X up top. To get out of the keyboard, we're going to press the X simply in the top right. Next, we're going to go over the objects. So right next to the pointer, we're going to go to the square right next to it. We're going to click on the star because I want to show you the star. So I accidentally made 2, but you're just going to drag it out however big you want. And you've got several options with this. You can click on your star, change your color, change your lines, transparency, whatever you want to do. So we'll go ahead and show you how to change color. So that's the first option. We'll change it to orange, and simply just as it is. So from here, we want to animate. So we can press our clicker. We're going to create our box where we want to be. Press the keyboard. We're going to type in hey again. We'll go ahead and click out. We're going to put our star. So all you're simply going to do is drag it. Over hey. From here in this menu, we're going to go to the right and click the A in the circle. You must click on your object first though, so it's the 4th button down on the right. And we're going to go to object animation. You want to do type, so we'll go ahead and just go with the first object of fading in. And the option is whenever you click the object is when it's going to happen. So we're going to get out of this menu, and we see hey. You don't really see it from there, but when you want the star to show up, you click on hey, and our star is going to show up. So next, we're going to go ahead and delete this. So highlight your objects again, and press the red X. What we're going to do next is we're going to do our infinite cloner. So we actually want to bring back our star. So then we go back to clicker. We're going to click on our star, and we've got this top right button, arrow down. What we're going to click on under delete is infinite cloner. From here, we're just going to drag out from the original object however many clones of the same thing we want. So now we have 5 stars, and if we want to go back to the original object, we're going to click highlight. It's going to delete the other 4 when you press the X and leave the original. If we wanted to delete the original star, we're going to click on the star. This button that was now a down arrow is now an infinity sign. We're going to click on that and uncheck the infinite cloner. It's going to take us back, and we're just going to simply delete. So now we're back to a simple page. From here, we're going to save items from the internet. So we've already got that pulled up as well. I did the South Alabama homepage. From here, we're going to go to our top right, or to the left of the minimize button. It's called Smart Ink. We're going to go to that down menu, and we're going to click the top option of capture. Okay, so it should take a screenshot. Just give it a second. So we're going to minimize this again, the actual internet, and we actually have a picture of the web page. So to make this smaller, we're going to move this up, and then you have the option to make it smaller. From here, if we wanted to show a certain thing, we can actually write on this. So if we want to demonstrate how things are done and step-by-step process, you can write all over it, or we love Sal, go Jags, whatever we want to do. Okay, so once we're done with that, we can just save it, which you're going to go up to our top corner of File, and we're going to Save As, and you can save it under any name you want to. You can create a new name, anything as an object already, whatever you want to do. So we're going to go ahead and cancel this out, and we're actually going to delete everything. So we'll go ahead and highlight everything, exit out of it. And the last thing we're going to do is we're going to show how to use a multimedia object. So what we do here is we're going to click the picture tab in the right corner. From here, we're going to pick interactive multimedia under pictures. You can either search if you want to, or you can click here if you have something specific. If you want to just look for something, you have a menu of, it says 396 interactive objects. So one I want to show you is the clock. So we're going to scroll down. These are all alphabetical. Okay, so here we're going to double tap the clock. And the way this is multimedia, we're going to go ahead and click it and move this over, is the hands move. So if you, any part, so we're just showing if we want to tell time, whatever we want to do. But there's plenty of other things to go over. This is just one of the ones that is just one of the most simple ones. But hopefully this helps you out with Smartboard basics, and I didn't